This is the walkthrough video for PCTC 2020-21, round 1, question 3, sweet teeth. So, we're given the amount of sweets these three friends have, and following this algorithm, we need to figure out how many sweets Emily eats in total. The question can look a bit daunting and confusing at first, but if we just go through these few sentences step by step and implement exactly what it says, nothing too clever, then we see it's perfectly doable. Okay, so the first thing to do is take our three inputs. The first input is how many sweets Emily starts off with, which is what we're going to call variable A. Then the second input is how many sweets Bakshi has, and same for C, which represents Chloe. Okay, and the final thing we need to output is the number of sweets that Emily eats. So let's just keep track of that too by creating a total variable called beginning with 0. Okay, now we can get to the point where we just implement exactly what the question says. So Emily eats half her sweets. Okay, so half of her sweets is going to be A divided by 2. But it says rounded down. And to round down in Python, we just use integer division. So for example, if she has 7 sweets, we want her to only eat 3 of them. And how many 2's go into 7? It's going to be like 3.5. And what Python does with integer division is it rounds that result down to the closest integer, which is 3. And that's our operation of how many sweets she eats. And we then need to remove that many sweets from the amount she has. So we can do the amount of sweets she has is equal to itself minus the amount of sweets she's eaten, which is that much. But also, because we need to store the total amount of sweets she's eaten, let's just add that to total first, like that. Okay, and now we've updated Emily's sweet count, but then we're told she passes the remainder down to Bakshi. Okay, so that means Bakshi is going to have however many sweets Emily had. And then what does Bakshi do? She combines hers with Emily's, yep, which we've done that. And she again eats half, rounding down. So we can have a very similar thing as we did up here. Bakshi sweets is minused by her thing to integer division by 2. And I believe we just do exactly the same thing for Chloe. Yeah. So Chloe gets all the sweets that Bakshi had, and she again eats half, but it's rounded down. And I just made an error here in line 11, so let's fix that. Perfect. Okay, and then we're told the remaining sweets Chloe has are passed back to Emily, who finishes them off. And so instead of actually just writing A plus equals however many sweets Chloe had, what we can do is we can just add that to our total variable. So let's just add the remaining sweets that Chloe has to our total variable, and then we can just print off total. And so this is a really simple way of implementing this relatively difficult problem, actually.